Thank you. Thank you. Hello, and welcome to a new series. Right, OK, and we start very quickly with a quick Polish joke. OK, how many ex-Polish presidents did it take to change a light bulb? I don't know, ask Lech Walesa. He's the electrician. You think this show isn't topical? That joke was dead 3 days ago. Rose again, just like that. Miracle. With all the celebrity stories and speculation, it's increasingly hard to find straight reporting these days. Good evening. Here is the gossip. The week began with talk of a pre-election debate between the two main contenders, John Major and Tony Blair.
No chance. This brings politics down to the level of personalities. I have worked long and hard to avoid any personality at all in politics, and I'm not going to change now.
Very like the last great contest, the Bruno Tyson fight, of course. Didn't actually stay up for that fight, but then again, neither did Frank. On pay-per-view, of course it was, for those of us at home. In Frank's case, it was more like paper bag. Meanwhile, the Cabinet sorted out their differences over Europe, despite the Chancellor's reservations over a referendum. We can't let the public decide. Last time we did that, they voted us in. What does that tell you?
I have spoken to Mr. Clark, and he has agreed to meet the convergence criteria required to remain a member of the Cabinet.
Britain's prisons were in the news this week as following a mix-up, an inmate from Holloway had to appear in court in a nightie. Is this a regular occurrence, Mr. Heseltine? Look, we provided her with a covering note. It's all very well. It's all very well you attacking us, but we're getting tough. In 1994, we brought in the policy whereby young offenders would be sent to secure training centres. That would be the short, sharp shock method. Oh, yes. The short, sharp shock being that when they arrive at the secure training centre, they will find that it hasn't been built yet. Not built yet. In the past, offenders have scaled the walls, destroyed whole wings and rioted on the roof. In these new, unbuilt prisons, I think they'll find that very, very difficult indeed. By now, you're probably expecting a herd of mad cow jokes, but it's hard to top the real politicians. Over in Northern Ireland, Unionist leader David Trimble wants Ulster cows to be Irish. The World Council of Hindus has offered sanctuary to British cows in India. Oh, wait for this one. A newspaper in Cambodia suggested taking 11 million British cows and using them to clear minefields. 2 weeks of high-level meetings in Brussels, and we still can't come up with anything to match that imagination. Of course, the simplest thing to do would be to dress them up as sheep, send them to France, and they'll burn them for us. Slaughtering millions of cows? That may be only part of the herd to farmers, but to Damien Hirst, that's a whole exhibition. Oh, yes, back at the Oscars, Nick Kroc won another award for his painstaking animation in Wallace and Gromit. Friends say they'll know his reaction in about a month, as so far his mouth is just beginning to open and one eyebrow has gone up a millimetre.
Books now. This week, the Reverend Ian Paisley brought out 5 volumes of his writings, with another 45 to come. 50 volumes! I thought you only had 2. Large and very large!
And this week, Pepsi-Cola was all over the Mirror. That makes a change from Coke. Very fast, thank you. A bit quicker, that speed. Army news now. Bless you, Brigadier General. The Ministry of Defence placed an order for 2 roll-on, roll-off ferries for use in amphibious landings. These will apparently be used by the not very special boat service, meaning our troops will be put ashore on enemy territory, struggling with bags of duty-free and wondering whether to go through the green channel or the red one. And finally, no joke about the National Lottery this week, which means that next week is a rollover week and the joke will be either twice as funny or twice as long. Thank you.